Welcome back to Tom's Garage again. Good morning, good morning. Ooh, today, you can almost see it. Today, pow. It's another generator. Been sitting. Fella said it won't crank. You know what that means. Fuel system cleaning. Yeah, he brought me two of them, matter of fact. Power stroke. That one right there too. We're gonna do separate videos. But this one, Powerhorse 4000. Yeah. I've already looked at the tank. I didn't see no rust, which is good. Let me grab a flashlight. Grab the flashlight. Looks pretty clean in there. Well, that did. All right. So first thing we gotta do is drain that tank, flush it out, clean the carburetor. But first, let's check the oil. Where's the dipper stick? Where you at, dipstick? There it is, way under there. Let me lower the camera a little bit. All right. Let's check the Earl. Well, I don't see nothing on the stick. Feels like they had this thing cross-threaded too. It is. This thing's cross-threaded. Yeah, that's the first thing we're gonna do. We're gonna drain this oil. Boy, it sure is looking low. That's probably why it won't crank. It's got a low oil shutoff. Let's do that. Grab your favorite oil changing pan. I'm gonna be able to squeeze that under there. Get this out of the way. Out of the way. That pan needs to be just a little bit shorter. There we go. Oh, let's grab a 10 milliliter. Look it. 10 millimeters. Well, it's going to take a while. Yep. Been so cold, let's just let that drain. We'll come over here and start draining the tank. I need to get this handle out of the way. I'm going to take that handle off. That thing's all up in my way here. All up in my way. Looks like a 10 and a 12. It is. 10 and a 12 millimeter. Just handle that boy. Looks to me like we're going to have to replace this fuel. Well, I don't know. Yeah, we are. It's got a little split in it right there. It do. Turn the fuel off. Let's get this air filter cover out of the way. Can you see what I'm doing? Okay, we're gonna pop that. We're gonna pop them nuts off there, boy. Okay. 10 millimeter taking notes off her. 10 millimeters. And we've also got one. Should be one down yonder. Yep. That's going to be an 8 millimeter. So we'll grab our handy dandy little 5/16. Get this one off. Yeah. All right. Let's see. What do we have? Boy, it's kind of hard to get in there to it. Yeah, we got it. Pull this hose out. Crankcase vent hose. All right. We also have to take this fuel tank vent hose off right there. I'm gonna grab a pair of pliers. There we go. Got that loose. And that'll just come off. All right. All right. Okay, now we got the carburetor exposed. Get this gasket off there. And we'll take this fuel line here off. Yeah, this fuel line is just rotten. Rotten. There we go. Make quick work of that. Let's see. Let's get over here. Pull this choke lever off. Take the return spring and the governor linkage pile. Grab your favorite carburetor cleaning pan. Yay! Set that right there for now. Then grab your favorite fuel tank draining pan. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to grab a 4x4 piece of wood. And I'm going to wedge it under the back of this thing so everything flows forward towards the petcock. Heavy end. Hi-ya! Give it a little gradual fall there. All right, then we'll come back around here. We're going to take that petcock off. Take it off. All right. Take it off. Take it off. Let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. Make sure that washer in there is still good. All right. Whew, soaking that thing. Yeah. Soaky, soaky. Yeah. Got a little bit left in there. We'll just let that keep draining. What about the oil? That's still dribbling a little bit. Sure is nasty black. I am making a mess in the floor. Look at that. Goodness gracious. Well, let me grab my pig mat. Don't light a cigarette. Good grief. Making a mess in the morning. Yeah, we was missing that one little dribble way down there in the back. Right there. It was missing the pan. So, making a mess in the morning. Dry that air hose off. I don't want it to deteriorate the air hose. That wouldn't be healthy. Okay. All right, situation averted. How much more do we have in there? It's about empty now. Yeah. Nasty. Well, while the gas and oil is draining, we'll come over here. Give this carburetor a little cleaning. Clean the carburetor. Clean the carburetor. Gotta get that piece of fuel line off. What do I do with the pliers? There they are. Yeah, that clamp is rusted, broke. We gotta find some fuel line. I'm sure we can dig up something. Blow all that dust and goo off of it. Oh, we'll clean it off. All right. All right. Ooh, that stuff's cold. All right, let's see the condition of this bad boy. That's going to tell me right there. Yeah. Looks pretty clean. The fuel coming out looks pretty good, but let's see the real story. It stuck pretty good. Don't hit it so hard you dent it, because it'll make that float rub it. There we go. That gasket does not want to let go. There we go. I don't want to pull that real hard, because then you'll stretch this gasket and won't want to sit back in its little groove. So we'll take this gasket right there, this little rubber O-ring, and we'll dry it off. If I can hang on to it. I'm going to dry it off, and I'm going to set it out here on this fender in the sunshine. Let it get warm and dry and shrink a little bit. Let's see, we'll just set it right there. That's a good place for it. Okay. Other than that, though, it looks pretty good. It's a lot better than I've seen. There's a whole lot much more gooder than I've seen. give it a little scratchy, make sure we don't have any looseness down there. Clean all the plaque out of it. Whew, boy, my fingers are numb. This stuff is cold. That's pretty good. Wow. Pretty good. We're going to polish that seat too. And be real careful with this because it's brass and you will strip it. There we go. Use the proper size screwdriver. Straight head, straight flat head, whatever you call it. Make sure you don't hit that. You'll breaking things right off. You'll be buying a new carburetor. Come out of there, little jet. I know I've got you unscrewed far enough. Just a little tappy tappy. We'll grab the top of this emulsion tube and push it down and try to force it out. There we go. There we go. Oh, Lordy Lord. Make sure them O-rings are still good. You got one there and you got one there. Over it. And then grab that right there going that way, and I'm going to make sure it comes out right there on the side, close to the bottom. There we go. Nice and clear. And make sure the fuel inlet is open. It is. All right. El Carburetor is in pretty good shape. Dry my hands off. Ooh, that stuff just absolutely makes my fingers numb. So cold. Oh, so cold. Let me grab a Q-tip. Grab yourself a little Q-tip. Polishing compound. That brass seat right here is going to be nice and shiny when we're done. Black. Nasty. Throw that in the trash can. Squirt that out. Nice and shiny now. All right. Whew. I gotta turn some heat on in here. Turn some heat on in here. Nope, just dropped it. Come back here. Let's see. Tiny, tiny little jet. Tiny little jet. It's a tiny little jet. Make sure it's open. Yep. Cool. All right. Gooder than enough. So while those O-rings are still a little wet, I'm going to stick it back in. You want to make sure it goes all the way down. I just popped my knuckle. You can see how far it was screwed in by the dirt on the threads of this plastic adjusting screw. It was about 2 threads sticking out the other side. Right about there. Okay. Now let's look at this emulsion tube. Yeah, that thing's pretty gnarly. Pretty gnarly. And we'll grab this one. We'll go through every little hole. If you don't get this just perfectly clean, it'll surge because it won't be getting the fuel it needs. If I can hit the hole there. Perfect. All right, that's clean. Ooh, get that stuff off my hands. It's cold. So cold. So cold. Now for the main jet. Now for the main jet. Hold it up to the light, and I don't know, it looks like it might be clogged up. Grab my little pokey tool. Oh, don't drop it. Pow. All right. Now we are clear. We are clear for reassembly. All right, let's go find that little O-ring we took off. There it is. All right. We'll try to get it back in its little groove. Perfect. Make sure it's going all the way down. It is. Well, what about right there? Yeah. And this drain plug, make sure you put it opposite side of the inlet. All right, there's the Carburetor. Let's lower the camera back down there. Get this pig mat out of the way. I'm gonna lay this on the trailer floor out there and let it dry. Let that gas evaporate out of it. All right, let's get some of this stuff out of the way. Take my air hose and blow out the fuel pump. Looks pretty good. Yeah, that's nice and clean there. Nice and clean. Nice and clean. Let's see, I'm gonna turn this on. Just kind of, I ain't gonna try to take that off because they usually break when you try to take them off. So I'll just blow it out real good. Puff. Okay, we'll get that hose off of that fuel line off of it. Yeah, it's stuck on there pretty good. I'm going to have to end up cutting this off. I know I am. Yeah. No big deal. All right, let me hit pause. I'm gonna go find some more fuel line. Y'all hang with there. All right, I remember I bought some of this fuel line from the last generator I worked on. I got some of this left. This is good stuff here. It's threaded. Kind of like what I used to put on the old Volkswagen Beetles back in the day. Good stuff. Them things here are rotten. Okay. Let's go ahead and stick this on there. Well, let's put this back on. I'll pull this screen out and blow it out real good. Make sure that's clean. Shove that back in there. Screw this back on. channel locks so I can hold it. Kind of like that right there. That way we can get a little tightening on it. There we go, that ought to be good. All right, perfect. Let's see, now we'll put the carburetor back on there. Let me bring you around this side, you can see a little gooder. Gasket looks pretty good. Get the throttle linkage put back on there if I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Now let me grab my needle nose and we'll get the little spring back on there. Make sure you don't get this spring wrapped around that throttle shaft there, that linkage. I can't find the hole. Where is it? Where is the hole? There it is. I'm going to get some stronger glasses. I got to where I can't see good. Wow. Okay. Got that on there. We'll get this fuel line cut and put on there. All right. I'll tell you what, let me get this thing of gas out of the way. Whew. Okay. Don't forget your choke. It goes in there like that. And that goes in that little groove right there. Okay, don't forget your little gasket there. Make sure you don't get that upside down. Okay, we are looking good. We are looking good. Okay. Tell you what, let's go ahead and pour some gas in it. We'll get that 4x4 block of wood up under the back. Grab some gas. I'm not going to put much in there because I'm going to drain it back out. Just like I told the customer, that's the reason I'm doing this video, so he can see that it's cleaned out, running, and drained. So it'll be winterized when he does need it, maybe 6 months or 2 months or 2 years from now. All he'll have to do is put gas in it. That's got to be enough. Oop. That's got to be enough. Get that out of the way. Let's see, how much gas is in there now? Oh yeah, that ought to be enough. That ought to be enough. Now, we'll turn the fuel on. It's on. I'm going to crack that drain screw right there, make sure we got some coming out. If not, I hadn't put enough in it. Yep, oh, it's coming out good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You got to put enough gas in it because you got to imagine that little screen sticks up. And you got to have it so full before it'll start. Even though it's got a little bit of gas in it, it still won't. The level won't be high enough to flow in there. So we know we're good. Dry some of this gas out of here. I want to make sure we don't have any leaks. Oh, let's see, we'll put that screen back in there. Make sure everything's dry. While we're filling it with oil, leave the fuel on. That way, you know, we can monitor for any kind of leaks. Everything's dry. All right, let's get some oil back in this thing. Get the drain plug back in there. I'm gonna end up dropping it in that pan right there. You know me too well. Hey, we got it. We got it. Okay, now we gotta get some oil back in it. And I'm leaving that drain pan right there because you know I'm going to be dribbling. I'm going to be dribbling it. All right, this thing is sitting pretty level. Whew. I got to fill my other jug. I got some left in this one. Let's see. Let me trade places with you there, Mr. Camera. I want to get my elbows in your way. Yeah, that's not going to work. That's not enough angle. Let that drain on in there. Let me get my 4x4 block back out. Maybe get two of them. Get this out of the way. Ooh, wasn't fast enough. There we go. Now I'm going to have to guess at how much I have to put in there because I'm not going to be able to check the level. Let's see, let me grab my drain pan back. Well, let me see. I'll just take a rag under there. We'll stop right there and let that dribble on down. We'll set it back down and see how too much oil we have in it. see, we'll slowly lower it down and see if it starts running out. Nope. We need more. We need more. I'll never forget when we was teenagers. My buddy's dad, he just poured a brand new slab of concrete in his backyard for his car to park on. My brother and his friend changed their oil, and they forgot to put the drain plug back in it. They had to go get a pressure washer and clean that fresh pad he just poured. I'll never forget that. Wasted all that oil. Stained that new slab. Can't say I've never done anything crazy like that. All right, let's see. Does it pour out? Oh, that's right, perfect. That looks like it's perfect. That may be a little much, but I like it. That's just perfect. Right there to the top of the neck. See if I can get this in there without cross threading it. There we go, that's good. That's good. That's right good. Oh, Lordy, Lord. Okay, look at these. Get this gas can out of the way. All right, all red. Everything still looks nice and dry. Okay. Go ahead and stick these nuts on there before I put anything else back together. Make sure she runs good. Make sure we ain't got no crazy surging. Crazy surgery. All right. Set this over there. All right, now let's see what we got. See what we have. What do we have? Okay, turn it on. I'm sure that battery's dead. Look at the dirt dauber's nest. They'll build a nest in anything. Okay, fuel on. Oil is full. Switch is on. Let me blow that out. What's behind me? I'm busting my elbow on something. just a minute to make sure that surging don't quit. It's surging pretty good. I figured it would be. Yeah, she's got a little surge to her there. Let me pull this secondary jet right here back out. Idle circuit. I'm gonna drill that out. See if we can get that surging out of there. Right there, let's walk over here, grab my little index drill bit set. Right there. One fell out. Get back in that hole right there. We'll grab just the tiniest one we have. Put that in the drill. And be very careful. Sometimes that little jet inside of there can start spinning inside this housing, and that's what I'm hoping won't happen. There we go. Went through. There, that's nice and open. Give it a little puff of air, make sure there's no debris left in it. Careful with them O-rings. Now we'll stick this back on. Spin it sideways. Make sure it goes all the way down. We'll stop right about there. Right there. Oh, let's see what we got. Okay, turn the key back on. That's a whole lot better. That's a whole lot much more gooder. Whew, I'm gonna go ahead and drain all the fuel back out of it and put the air filter housing back on it, and we'll be done with this thing. Well, all right, thanks for watching another movie video, boys and girls. Thanks for sharing a Saturday morning with me. Ooh, got plenty, I got another one to do. I got parts ordered for that. Wishing they'd come get their stuff. Got to put that handle back on there. All right, man. Love y'all, boys and girls. Love y'all to death. Y'all be good to each other. Another generator brought back to life. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Love y'all.